Guys, I am so excited for today because Prius, our garter snake, has given birth. And you know who else is excited about this is Cheyenne. She's been making noises in the background and she will probably continue to do so throughout today's video, so she's excited too. Before we start and figure out how many babies are in here, which I don't know because she gave birth when I was on a business trip and I have not gone through the tank yet, you may have noticed we have new merch. We have the Drama Queen Hognose Snake merch, which was created by Kelly with The Lab Artist, and you can follow her on Twitter at The Lab Artist. But without further ado, let's tear apart the entire cage to find out how many babies she had. So we have the tank on the floor, which is going to make it so much easier. And now the first thing we really have to do is remove all of the adults so they're kind of out of the way. First of which will be Prius, the proud mama. She usually begs for food. Hi girl, you're not begging right now. She's definitely considerably thinner than she was before. How many babies did you have? I can't wait to find out. Okay, you go over here. Here is Twiggy, our common garter snake. She's the one that joins me at programs. And escaping is... Oh, you're gonna musk all over me, aren't you? No, come back! Ah, she must. Oh my gosh, there's a baby on the floor! Go in here for now! Oh my gosh! I wasn't expecting babies right away. You were chilling with the... Oh my gosh, there's 3! Oh, go in here. Okay, you know what? Oh my gosh, there's another. They're just coming out of the log. That was number 4. Okay, I have musk all over my hands, but... Okay, big...
Another one coming out of the log.
Another one? Oh my god. Okay, this log is going in. Well, I don't want to squish any of you guys. Oh, you're so adorable. Hi, cutie. Okay, you're going in here so I can wash my hands and then properly find all of you. There we go. Okay. They can just all chill in there together. Now, the tough part about garter snakes is because since they're so tiny and adorable, they can wedge themselves in just about the smallest crevice you can imagine. So we have to take out every decoration and inspect it thoroughly just to make sure we don't miss any babies. This is also a good opportunity to take everything out and clean it too. Ah, here we have our first baby. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. So the cool thing about Prius's babies, both last year and this year by the looks of it, is some of them have a lighter yellow stripe down their back, some of them have more of an orange stripe like this one. So I'm really curious to see the ratio between them all. But you are so beautiful. What a unique little hybrid garter snake. And we'll explain more about the hybrid and the genetics behind them in a little bit. But here's our first baby garter. Last year Prius had 8 babies, so let's find out how many she had this year. Baby in the tube.
There's 2 over there.
Yeah. Hey guys. Yeah. Ugh, come back. Really? Two of them now. Oh my gosh, there's a pile.
It's a ball.
Ugh. This is probably the biggest baby of the clutch. I think the smallest one is right over here. Actually, there's not too much of a size difference there. The nice thing about Prius is she has fewer but big babies. Nice, big, healthy babies. So how many did she have? 1, 2. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. Don't get out of the hole. This is just temporary. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're a really pretty one. Look, she's got a really pretty pattern. Look at that busy pattern. She's gorgeous. 9 babies. So she beat last year's number by 1. And she didn't have a single slug, or a stillborn rather. All of her babies were nice and big and healthy, and they're not musking at all. None of them have musked, and for babies that don't know what humans are, that's actually pretty surprising. They're actually quite handleable. Look at all the babies! It's really cool to see the difference in some of their colors. Like this one is really light colored, which I actually just noticed, and everything else is quite dark in comparison. Some have more of a checkered pattern, some don't. Some have a brighter yellow stripe, whereas some don't, and some have like brighter dots on their head. So there's a bit of a difference between all of the babies. There's some variety, I should say. You are super cute! Look at you! Oh, you're adorable. I like their facial patterns too. That's really pretty. And this one's almost like green. Pretty calm too. So here are our baby bins, and we're not gonna house them separately because we've found that baby garters seem to do well when they're kept in small groups. So we're going to split all 9 into, right now, we're just going to do 2 bins, so probably a group of 5 and a group of 4. And instead of like aspen shavings, like what they have in here, for feeding purposes, we're actually just gonna give them paper towels for substrate. This makes cleaning a lot easier and feeding because we can just feed them directly on these paper towels. The back of these bins will be heated in our baby snake rack, so we're going to put the cave towards the back. We're going to give them some rocks to kind of shed or rub up against when they're shedding. Water dishes, which we'll fill later. And I think since little baby garters like to hide under leaves, especially in the wild, we're gonna give them some leaves in their bins here too. It's amazing what makes a hide for a little tiny snake. Just a leaf is a hide. There, now they have some things to crawl on. Kind of a basic setup, but it works great for monitoring their droppings and for making sure that they're all eating. I can easily see them just by removing a couple leaves. Here we go. We're gonna put a group of 5 in one bin. 5 of the smaller ones in this bin, and then we're gonna put the 4 larger ones in this one. Okay, where did he go?
Right into the cave.
Oh. And I'm actually going to just put them right in their cave because I know all they want to do is hide, and this will make them less likely to slither out as we're walking upstairs to put these bins in the snake rack. So the reason why we're so surprised at how big these babies are, and the reason why we decided to breed Prius again this year, even though breeding hybrids is a little controversial, is because this is one of her babies that's about 3 days old, and then this is a 2.5-month baby pure plains garter snake that we got from a friend. It was an oops litter, but just look at the size difference here. This baby is 2.5 months old, and this one is 3 days old, and it's probably 3 times the size. So even though this is a hybrid clutch, the babies are bigger. Last year they ate better, so they grew faster, they're more handleable, and therefore they just made really good pet quality garter snakes. And honestly, these are gonna be able to get rehomed quicker, even though they're younger, than these little guys. We have 14 of these teeny tiny little plains garter snakes, which are super cute, but we can't rehome them yet because they are so small. We have to hang on to them, and it's been almost 2 months now that we've had them, whereas these hybrids will be ready for new homes after their first few meals, after their first shed. All right, the last thing I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of water to their water dish, and I'll slide them back. And the second batch is actually right next to them. I have both batches right there, and now I have to clean out the adult bin. Well, there you have it! We have 9 healthy, adorable babies from Prius here. And of course, since they are hybrids, we want to be completely transparent about what their lineage is. So this is Mom, this is Prius. She is a mix between a ribbon snake and a plains garter snake. And Dad is an albino checkered garter snake. And together they made this. Although we have only 9 babies, we have about 75 people on our waiting list. So our waiting list is full for garter snakes. That also includes the other garters that we're going to be rehoming later, but our waiting list is full. I do apologize if anybody was hoping to get one of these babies. They are already claimed. The next stage for the babies will be giving them a week without feeding them until they go through their very first shed, and then after the shed we will offer food for the first time. We'll be offering them a variety of earthworms and tilapia chunks, even mice, tails, and feet, just to give them a variety to start out with so that they are good eaters for their future homes. As always, thank you all for watching today's video and letting us introduce you to these adorable little garter snakes. And of course, thank you to all of our Patreon supporters for backing this channel. And again, check out Kelly at The Lab Artist on Twitter to check out all of her adorable hognose snake designs. Thank you for everything, guys, and we'll see you next time.